we're back. Some more parts. I was bleeding the brakes. I've ordered a Driveline and got really excited. But when I was bleeding the brakes, they didn't work. So what happened was the rear end of the master cylinder wasn't putting pressure to the rear brakes. So I had lots of pressure up front at the front brakes, but no pressure at the rear brakes. So ordered a new master cylinder. We're gonna put that on. And if we get the brakes working and the Driveline in and the Driveline clears a cross member I'm worried about, we could drive the truck for the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Picked up the drive shaft that I had made. So now we're gonna see if it fits or if we have to trim the X brace on the frame. But we got the Driveline in. I had to clearance that X frame or that X brace just a little bit, but everything fits. We're all in all the way on the transmission. So now to see if it works. We drove the truck for the first time, super stoked. It's running great, it's doing all the right things. I have two potential issues. The front feels a little loose, and I'm not sure why. Obviously I built and designed the whole front, so I don't know if I just need to tighten down the bolt here, or if on the actual control arms, I need to add some spacers so everything tightens down a little bit more. So I'm going to attempt that tonight, just add a little bit more pressure on all the nuts and bolts, make sure everything's clenched down nice and tight. The second thing is the transmission is now leaking out of the front where the torque converter is. So it may just need a new seal, or it could just be fine and it's just residue running off from the back, because it's always leaked from the back a little bit out of the pan. So we're gonna have to fix a few things there. So potentially the transmission may come out, but we're not sure. So what I'm gonna tackle right now is I'm gonna get this wheel off, get those spacers and everything on, and just make sure I get this front end as tight as possible so we don't have any issues. So a couple parts just got here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a breather in the tank. So currently I have the two return lines, a feed line, and then my filler neck, and the filler neck has a breather on it, but for some reason it's burping up whenever I try and fill it up. I'm just getting a ton of backflow coming back up the filler neck. So I'm going to add a breather on the tank. Hopefully that fixes it. It could be my filler neck angle. So there's a few different things, but we're going to start with the breather and see if that fixes it. All right, we lowered the tank, cut this hole very carefully, and then I'm going to put the breather in and run the breather line out, and then we'll put the tank back up. Grommet for the breather is in. There you have it. Once I raise that up, I'll pull that tight. And I've got a breather in the tank. Thanks for watching. We got the front end tightened up. We got the fuel tank breather on. I didn't show you guys, but I welded the shock tab ears on the back axle, so that's all ready to go. Just a few finishing touches. I need to finish grinding and cleaning some stuff up before we get paint. Got to finish all the wiring, but it's coming along. So thanks for watching and tune in for the next video.